Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. And in this video I'm going to be talking about another gem spawn, and this time we got the monster spawns that are just coming out, you know, after they probably drained a good amount of our gems from this collapse spawn, or possibly the treasure spawn if you're a whale. They're coming out with the monster spawn, so yay! Nice job, A-Team. You showed us how much more of a jerk you could possibly be with this type of scenario that you're throwing at us. Anyways, moving on from there, yeah, we got the monster spawn at a bad time, yay. It's still a great spawn and all, but this is not really a good thing to be throwing it right after you just did what you kind of did to this game. Mad at the collab, aka. But yeah, anyways, this monster spawn, an introduction to this monster spawn, pretty much how it works, the intro to it, is this monster spawn is legitimately in my opinion, it has to be in your top 3. It has to be in your top 3. All hands down. This is facts. It's definitely one of the top 3 best spawns in the game. And in my opinion, it is literally the best spawn in the game. It is literally not the best spawn, but the best method for earning easy awakening material. It is magnificent. It is fantastic. As you all know, awakening is a really hard process to do, considering that infusion is more off the hook. Awakening orbs are extremely harder to get than ethers, and when you awaken, the awakening material, like say you want to awaken your 35 cost monster, you have to get another 35 cost monster or greater with the same awakening count to awaken it. You want more details about all that stuff, I'll just link it down below. I already have videos on it, how awakening works, and pretty much where to get the awakening orb and awakening orb pieces. So if you really want to know, I'll just link that below. I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible. And yeah, let's actually get into it. So like I said, this is one of the best ones ever, because on top of it, like, you know how the step up spawn guarantees 33 cost or higher, and then the SSR feature gear piece. The SSR feature gear piece, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are split between it. It's literally some of the best spawning method for a crap ton or a majority of you, and then for the other of you, it's not so friendly like whatsoever. I'm talking like there's people I know that have gotten straight up relics twice or whatever twice and all that funky jazz, and they just had no luck with monsters whatsoever. This, on the other hand, is by far the supreme monster spawn out of all those monster spawns that I just named, and those two are literally the easiest besides this one, because for 70 gems you are guaranteed at least a 34 cost, if not a 35 cost. You're either getting a 34 or 35 cost. They have up to 34 to 35 costs in here, guaranteed. So unlike the SSR feature gear piece, you're actually guaranteed a monster, and then unlike the step up spawn, you're actually guaranteed a monster of a higher cost at least. So you're at least getting 34 costs guaranteed, and if it makes it even better, it's going to be awakened twice, so you could skip the process, possibly if it's your stats, of using the awakening orbs, and you could skip the process definitely, regardless of what stats you get for the monster, of having to go for 2 more 35 costs, getting 2 more 35 or 2 more 34 costs, and then being able to awaken them, and all that stressful funky jazz that nobody really would like, especially if you do the step up spawn and all you get is 33 fodder. It's not even fair, to be fairly honest. So yeah, by far, like, this is the best method for awakening material in the game. Not spawn, but method for easy awakening material. Okay, so let's actually get into the spawns and what wraps around that and why I'm saying that and all that. Okay, so the last two, the spawn 10 right here and then the spawn 1 right here, literally offer nothing that is so featured about the spawn in the first place, and they offer no rates up, not guaranteed at all, nothing, 0. It's literally just, it's useless, it's worthless. There's literally no purpose in them having the bottom 2 spawns here whatsoever, unless they want to do it just for old time's sake, or just for the crap of it, to see how it goes. And it's just not recommended. Please stay away from those. There's literally no purpose in doing those, like, whatsoever. Right here, we have the 70 gem spawn, the 50 gem spawn, and the 30 gem spawn. These are what you want to look at more. Though, again, I recommend the 70 gem spawn. Again, with all the fodder they have, spawn-wise, the step-up spawn, the SSR feature gear piece, they don't guarantee a monster of 34 or 35 cost. It's likely you're going to get that, especially within the SSR feature gear piece, but it is not guaranteed. The 70 gem one guarantees you up to that 34 and 35 cost. That's why I recommend the 70 gem, because you're getting up to there, and that it offers like the highest awakening of stats you could possibly get. And some of these monsters are pretty much for keeps as well. There's some really good monsters in here as well. Aquarius is still the best resurrection monster towards this day. Ironically, Liatsu is still great for guild battles. And what's still not? I can't go over all of them, but pretty much you get the point. Some of them are kind of useful for abilities, but still, they're 35 and 34 cost, and they're not really easy. Well, they're easy to get. They're just not easy to get a crap ton of them. As for the 50 and 30 gem, the only difference between them is pretty much with the 50 gem, it literally costs more. If you literally look through here, they literally offer the same thing. I've counted to see how much they both have in their list, and they literally offer the same amount. They're literally the exact same spawn. The reason they did this is because they know the 30 gem spawn works very well, and A-Team's both policy and how it's the game set up, server side, it's based on data analyzing and monitoring. So they do that, and they monitored and analyzed the data of the monster spawn being so good for at least for the 30 gems. So what they decided to do is they thought it would be smart, considering that it's going to be scarce, considering that the spawn only lasts for 7 days, technically speaking, nearly 7 days. They thought it would be smart to add another option to do the same thing, but for more gems, considering that you're going to be going past the limit that they wanted you to spawn for the first place. So that's pretty much the whole purpose of the 50 gem spawn, is to be able to go past that limit that they allow you to spawn, but it's going to be more expensive. And honestly, I just don't recommend it, to be fairly honest, like whatsoever, because you already seen in the first place how frequently they're coming out with these spawns. Like, they didn't even have, like, this wasn't even a week ago before they didn't even give the spawn a week break, is what I'm trying to say. This and the special spawn haven't got a week break. They keep coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out and coming out with these spawns over and over and over, and they're just blitzing us with these spawns constantly. So I don't really recommend the 51 under any circumstance, and the 31 as well. Now the 31 does not have bad rates whatsoever. The reason I'm saying that is because 70 is literally the best method. You're getting a 34 or 35 cost guaranteed. You can literally do the 30 gem one 3 times and literally walk away with no 34 or 35 cost. I don't think they have very good rates for 34 and 35 cost within the 30 gem spawn. Now, I have spawned this. I do have some data on this for the 30 gem one, which is technically the 50 gem one as well. You will have decent rates and pretty strong rates for 32s and 33s. Thankfully, 31s are not the supreme rates within the spawn like whatsoever. I have done this myself and gotten Spinks, and then one of my guildmates have done this and got Shinigans. So that's 32 and 33 right there. So you do have a high chance of getting 32s and 33s. But if you really want what this monster spawn is supreme for, then I would recommend the 70 gem one. And in fact, honestly, if you need those 34 and 35 costs, if you're looking for that type of gear score increase, or you want some of the monsters from there and whatnot, I honestly just recommend skipping this and saving for when it comes out. Like, you already seen this come out not even a week ago, and yeah, they didn't even give it a week break, is what I'm trying to say. They're coming out with these spawns, they're blitzing us constantly, so honestly, we could take a break because they're not so scarce anymore, considering that they're coming out with these spawns 24 freaking 7, literally. Like, they're having no breaks with these types of spawns whatsoever. So you don't honestly have to do this one. They're probably going to come out with one not even a week later after this one disappears. So by then, you could save up to 70 gems and then work towards there and pretty much get you a 34 or 35 cost guaranteed with 2 awakenings, because you already understand how hard it is to get 34s and 35s. So that's my method. That's what I would recommend doing. It's up to you whether you want to do the 30 gem one or not, but I told you and I warned you that you're probably only going to get 32s and 33 costs. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out, and I will catch you in the next video. This is the AzureWrath. I'm out. Peace.